So we've moved outside, and I wanted to talk to you about composting, how important it was that it holds the nutrients and everything. Well, how do you make it? How do you get it? Well, this is some compost that we got from Sam Kinder's, and this is about 3 years old. So this stuff is really aged. But even so, if I wanted to find out chemically what's in here so I know what to amend, I would put it in something like this sieve. This happens to be my son's bonsai sieve. And I would use a plate like this and shake it. And you can see the soil's coming out. I'm trying to separate any stones, any leaves, roots, things like that. And what I'm left with is really good compost. If I take this and bunch it, you see the way it holds together? That's called good crumb. And that is really what you're looking for. So you want a lot of this in your soil, not too much. And I think I said something like 5% of your soil should be this. Could be less, but this is the stuff that's going to hold those nutrients. You mix it in with your soil, and it becomes what you need to get the nutrients into the plants. Another thing we do is you put it in your hand and you can move it around. I don't feel sand in here. This is compost. And if I do this and listen, I don't hear any grinding or anything like that. That's good compost. Now, this is some compost that we're making here at Linden Place. And this is only maybe a year old, and we have to turn it. But you can see this has got a lot more stuff in here. But again, I would sift it and get it into the container here and listen to it. I can tell you that this is going to have more sand in it. If I listen to it and I put it in my hand, I can hear a little bit of sand in there. That's good. Sand stops it from clumping up. I also noticed, by the way, there's some nice worms in here. That's good. It's going to break down the compost. So how do I get a sample? Well, if I wanted to get a sample of this grass so I could send it off and have it analyzed or take it to a master gardener's soil testing event, you get something like this tool here. And for this area, I would go to a place like this, scrape off the top. I don't want to get the top there. That might have some bird droppings or other things. And I go down about 6 inches and I bring up a sample of it. And I'm going to put that into my sieve, filter it through, and when I'm finished, I'll take that and put it into this bag. I'm going to let that dry before I would send it off. But I'm not going to do just one. This was my grass area. I'm going to pick a spot here, randomly, say 5 or 6 areas, do the same thing, and put it in that bag, and mix it all together, let it dry, and then I can work with that and analyze it for the pH and other minerals.